Good evening. I'm John Carter, and tonight we take a hard look at a high-stakes conversation that may shape global diplomacy, or distract from its failures. US President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin spoke for over 2 hours in a call described as frank and constructive. But as always, we must ask, constructive for whom? Trump's main message: an immediate ceasefire in Ukraine and a call for peace talks, potentially hosted in Vatican City. On the surface, this sounds promising. But diplomacy without accountability is not peace building. It's posturing. Let's break this down. First, Donald Trump. This marks his third direct call with Vladimir Putin since returning to office. But while he claims to be bringing people to the table, he's failing to hold the aggressor accountable. By pushing for talks between both sides, without first demanding that Russia stop the bombing, withdraw troops, or acknowledge wrongdoing, Trump is putting political optics ahead of moral clarity. That's not peace, that's a shortcut. And it plays directly into Putin's hands. And speaking of Putin, the Russian president responded to Trump's overtures with his usual tactic: vague openness to dialogue, while continuing full-scale military operations. Just hours after the call, Russia launched new drone strikes on Ukrainian cities. Let's not forget, this is the same Putin who speaks of peace while waging war, who says one thing to the West and does another on the battlefield. So, what are we really seeing here? Trump wants to appear as the great dealmaker ahead of another election cycle. Putin wants time to regroup, to manipulate, to outlast Western support for Ukraine. Neither has yet offered a plan rooted in justice, human rights, or consequences for violations of international law. Here's the truth: a phone call won't stop a war. Peace is not a photo op. It is built on actions, not words. And unless those actions include Russian withdrawal, Ukrainian sovereignty, and accountability for war crimes, no one should be fooled by the optics of progress. I'm John Carter. Stay informed, stay critical, and don't mistake political theater for peace.